Smarterfan.
Hey everybody, welcome to another segment of Smarterfan podcast, where we bring you behind the veil of sports, business, and life. I'm Joe, and this is Barry. What's going on, Barry?
Everything is going on. How you doing?
All right,
Lots to
man.
talk about. Lots to talk about.
Yeah. But I just want to give a shout out to our friends in Brazil.
What?
Yeah, man. The UK,
What?
India,
What?
Argentina,
Man.
Ecuador.
Yeah, Ecuador. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
yeah, and Ethiopia. Thanks a lot for listening, folks. We really appreciate
Man,
it.
that is exciting. We finally made the big time in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. Wow. Listen, Smarter Fan family, thank you so much for your support. And we'll continue to give shout outs. And we just got more and more exciting things for you to enjoy. So this is just so much fun. And we're glad we're reaching the world and the
Mm.
US.
Yes. That's right. So,
Absolutely. What
so
do you got tonight, Joe?
all right, I'm going to talk about Josh Gibson.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, that was Mr. Scott's favorite too. So, God bless him. Uh, he was born in Buena Vista, Georgia,
Mm,
and he first started playing organized baseball when he was 16. And that was after his family had moved to Pittsburgh. So
mm.
now he started out as a third baseman for an amateur team that was sponsored by Gimbals, where he worked as an elevator operator.
Wow.
You know, so now he had planned on being an electrician, but he chose baseball instead. Uh, and in 1930, he played for a team called the Memphis Red Sox.
Mm,
So now, in a game, he went 2 for 4, and the manager he wasn't impressed, and he said that he'd never be a catcher.
mm,
So now he was then recruited by the Homestead Grays,
mm,
and he made his debut in July of 1930.
mm.
Now, in August of that year, tragedy struck as his wife uh, died giving birth to a twin son, Josh Jr., and a daughter, Helen.
Oh, wow.
So now his in-laws raised the children to allow so that would allow him to continue his career in baseball.
Wow.
So now he did stints with the Grays in 30 and 31, uh, the Crawfords in 32 to 36, and then the Grays again from 37 to 40 and 42 to 46. And
Mm.
he was a world champion in 43 and 44. But in 43, he had fell into a coma and was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So now, after he woke up from that, he refused surgery to remove it.
Mm,
So, he, for the rest of his life, he had headaches, you know.
mm.
So now on January 20th of 47, he died of a stroke at the age of 35.
Man.
Now, he was buried in a suburb in Pittsburgh in an unmarked grave. Uh,
What?
yeah. Well, that's what they did back then. And a plaque was placed on it in 1975.
Mm.
Now, he had a career batting average of 371, a, a 466 single season average, a 974 slugging percentage,
Mhm.
and he was said to have hit 800 home runs.
Mm,
Now, he's in the Pirates Hall of Fame, and he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 72.
mm,
Now, in an interview with Larry Doby, he said that a lot of the players were disappointed because they felt that Gibson was the better player than Jackie Robinson,
Mm,
and he should have been chosen. And he thought that one of the reasons Josh died so early was because he was heartbroken because he didn't get picked.
mm.
You know, so now in 2024, the Negro League stats were integrated into Major League Baseball stats, and that put Gibson at the top of most of the categories.
Yeah, yeah. He
So,
was something else.
so
He
yeah,
was
he
something
had the quite the career. He was just taken too soon.
too soon, which is scary. Imagine if he had a full career. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. So it's sad, but he was a great player, and now people will know.
Yeah. Now
You
they
know,
know.
you
Now
know.
they know.
So so what's going on with college football?
College football. Oh Lord, it's it's upside down. Is there's so many things about college football that's great. But anytime you go through transition with this NIL and you know,
Mm,
there's so many, it's just so many. Greed can get you into a lot of trouble.
yep.
People are in my ear about what I think about the gambling. I told people it was a bad idea. This ain't the first rodeo.
Mhm.
Gambling and sports doesn't mix, especially if you have players involved. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just not rocket science, right? And you see these things happening, with some players who you can't resist or whatever, or they're upside down, or now you got these kids getting paid, which I think is a great thing, but I just think it's not, it should be structured in a way that you got to graduate to get most of the money and you're on a monthly stipend.
Mm.
You really don't need anything if you're an athlete. You got clothes are provided, you know what I'm saying? Food is
Yeah.
provided, room and board is provided. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stack that money away, have a little spending account, but you may not even really need a car depending on the university you're at.
Yeah. Right.
If you're in a university with 20 or 30 students, bruh, you almost need a scooter to get to class. You know what I mean? From one building to another or in the same building. I mean,
Right.
I've been to the University of Michigan, I've been to the University of Nebraska. Bruh, it's like, where's the town?
Yeah.
Because you're just on the campus. It's like a whole city unto itself. So anyway, and I just, it's what I anticipated it would be. And we're just in that transition. But I think the quality of football we're getting, Joe, on the professional level and the collegiate level is inferior.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
inferior. I'm literally watching old Cam Newton, not even old, but Cam Newton in his college days, and
Right.
it's more exciting than watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah. You didn't miss nothing Monday night. That's for damn sure.
This is what I'm talking about, Joe. I'm actually I'm watching old football, quote unquote. We grew up in the '80s and the '90s and the 2000s, and it's more exciting than what I'm seeing now.
Mm.
Basketball
Yeah.
and football, and I'm
Yeah.
like, your product is bad. And the pros, I think there was Barkley and another pro, Bird, talking about why viewership is down.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
they've tried to produce this Euro League into the NBA, and it doesn't sell well in Europe. So what would you think that ball would be attractive to us? But people do what they do.
Well, the NBA is a joke, but that's another story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at people like, well, the guy makes his move to the rim. No one meets him pretty much 5 feet out from the rim. It's like a layup. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
And that's when he's taking 4 and 5 steps to the rim.
You see, you see what I'm saying? And you're sitting there going, like, what? Isn't that a walk?
It's
And I'm like, it's terrible. It's
hmm
terrible. The product is terrible.
or as Charles Barkley would say, terrible. It's just terrible.
Terrible. Terrible.
So
You know?
But anyway,
So that's what's going on with on that end. But what you got going?
man, this was the best World Series ever so far. That's what everybody's been talking about, how good this World Series was. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it was one for the ages. With the back and forth. You
Mm-hmm.
had great defense, great hitting,
Mm-hmm.
and an interesting strategy. And what I mean by that is, unlike Boone and the Yankees, the Dodgers give Dave Roberts a lot of latitude with the analytics because
Mm-hmm.
he made some brilliant decisions. You
Yeah,
know,
if you use it right, it
yeah,
works. It's like AI. If you use it right, it's a great way to test a lot of things. But you can't think it's going to do the human element. It doesn't work that way.
no, but the Yankees don't understand that. But that's like
Yeah,
that's another story.
yeah.
You know, I mean, you had pitchers going on 3 days rest, 1 day's rest, no days rest. You
Don't know
know,
how to use the tool.
now in my opinion, Game Six was the turning point because the Jays were up 3 games to 2 at that point, and they were
Mm,
down 3-1 in that game. You know,
mm.
and but they got a bad break when Addison Barger he hit a ball that he smoked it, went over the center fielder's head, but it lodged in. It got stuck in the wall on the ground, so it was
Really?
yeah. So it was ruled a ground rule double.
Oh,
So so instead of a run scoring, they had runners at second and third. Now this was in the bottom of the ninth, you know. So
oh man.
yeah, so there was one out, you know, and then Andres Jimenez he hits a line drive to that was caught by Enrique Hernandez, and he fires to second base to double off Barger to get a double play and end the game.
Man.
I mean, the way it went down was something the Yankees would do on the bases,
Man.
you know. So
That
then
is
so that set up Game Seven, which was one for the ages. That went to 11 innings.
that's
You know,
crazy.
you know, and the Jays got heartbroken. You
Mm.
know, you know. Now
Wow.
now Yamamoto, he got he's probably going to get MVP
Hmm.
because he pitched a four-hit complete game in Game Two. He closed Game Seven with 2 and 2/3 scoreless innings after throwing 96 pitches in Game Six.
That boy was working.
You know that. You know that.
That boy was working.
He's the fourth pitcher to win Game 6 and 7 of the same World Series. Right?
That boy was working. They got to
And
give him some more money.
oh, he'll get paid. Believe me. You know. And him and Randy Johnson are the only pitchers since '69 to win 3 games in one World Series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, now there were a lot of tears shed in the Jays locker room.
Oh, I know they were.
Jeff Hoffman, he was the closer. He was 2 outs from, earning the save in that game. You know,
Man, that's a heartbreaker.
you know it, and it would have sent the whole country into a celebration, but instead Miguel Rojas took him deep in the game, and 2 innings later, with Will Smith took Shane Bieber deep, and that was the game. You know,
Mm.
and that game ended in a double play.
That's some
So
serious defense. That's some
yeah,
serious defense. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. And that you got to take your hats off to the Dodgers to be able to. Somebody's trying to kick in the door, and you find a way to keep it locked.
mm,
More than once. Yeah,
mm, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, in my opinion, the Jays left the door open in Game 6.
Yeah, you got to get it done when you can get it done. With them weapons they have over in the Dodgers, whew,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
get when that door opens. You got to get through it
Mhm,
because it
mhm.
may not happen again, and they're gonna do something. As you've seen, they're gonna do something to shut you down if you leave the door open.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
speaking of LA, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mark Walter, he was unanimously approved by the NBA Board of Governors for the sale of the Lakers.
Oh, he's
So
selling the Lakers,
the
or
Lakers were sold. Yeah, he bought the Lakers.
oh, okay. So he's a
So
new owner.
yeah, so he closed on the deal, which was worth $10 billion.
Huh? Huh?
So
Huh?
now he owns the Lakers, the Dodgers, the LA Sparks,
Huh?
the Cadillac Formula One team, and the Pro Women's Hockey League.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. He's building assets.
yeah, so Jeannie Buss is still gonna stay on for at least the next 5 years as the governor, and she's gonna oversee the day-to-day operations. So
Yeah, yeah. That don't make no sense getting rid of her at all. I mean,
now,
that's. I mean, you leverage her face. No one knows him. He could walk down
hmm
the street, ain't nobody know him.
exactly.
But having Jeannie in that position, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So
Perfect sense.
now Luca, he came back from a sprained finger and a lower leg contusion to drop 44 points on Memphis.
That
You know,
Luca, that Luca boy, that Luca.
oh, he's a beast. This was his third straight 40-plus point night. He scored 43 on opening night against Golden State
Mm-hmm.
and 49 against the T Wolves.
Mm. And
Now
he
he
looks and he looks in shape.
oh yeah, yeah,
He looks in shape.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, he
Now
looks in shape.
Now, he and Wilt are the only players in NBA history to top 40-plus points in three straight games to begin the season.
Yeah, I'm telling you that Luca. I'm trying to tell you, he's a problem. And if JJ Redick can figure out how to get the pieces moving and working together, it's a problem. They're a
Mm,
problem.
yeah.
They're a problem. I had an interesting question come to me. I'd like to get your input on it.
Hmm.
I told this person, they said, "Well, can you believe that um um LeBron's youngest son is in Arizona? He's at Arizona in college."
Okay.
I said, "He's probably going to, depending how the season goes, he may be one and done
Mm, mm,
because it's a historical thing. Bronny's in it in the NBA, Dad's in it, and then
right.
have another son. Come on, bro."
Yeah.
And I actually think Bryce may be better. He may be better than all of them.
Mm,
I watch how his body is and how he moves. And he's a big kid. He's got to be close to 6'8", 6'9", which means he may get to 6'11". And he's
wow.
more athletic. He's
Mm,
more athletic. I mean, Bron is kind of boxy,
uh huh.
right? He's not fluid. And Junior is he's kind of small, but he's quick and fast, and he does what he does. But Bryce is
Mm,
long, athletic, and smooth.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so it's gonna be interesting.
yeah. It's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be definitely be real interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
So, now the NCAA, they're conducting their own gambling investigation
Hey,
that
better.
has, yeah, it has links to the NBA betting scandal.
Of
You know,
course.
because some of the bettors that were indicted in the NBA scandal have been linked to suspicious betting on college basketball. You
But
know,
where do you think it started?
yeah, well,
It's no. This is how it goes, Joe. It starts in college and then it graduates to the pros
mm,
because the college kids don't, typically don't understand what's going on,
mm,
right? And they're more susceptible to quick money. That's why I really don't understand the NBA piece of it, But someone kind of enlightened me, and he said, "Barry, it ain't nothing but greed." And I
oh,
said, "Well," I
no
said,
doubt.
"Yeah, I get that." No, he says, "Think about it. Most of these guys no one in their family has made $500,000
Mm,
in a lifetime." Right?
right,
They
yeah,
get an
yeah,
opportunity with their gift to make money their family has never seen. But what gets people is human nature, because oh well, he's over there making 100 million. He's over here, and and they don't understand how this money game work. And so
mm,
you get a lot of these guys trying to live above their pay grade and get themselves in debt. I
Mhm.
said, "Oh, sweat." He says, "Think about it. If you think about, you know, most of, and it's not a bad thing, but you go, why are you at a Bentley dealer,
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you go buy a house that your mama, what's she gonna do with a 30,000 square foot house?
Mhm. Mhm.
She don't want. How's she gonna clean that? And then the maintenance behind it, and then you're buying people vehicles they can't afford the maintenance on. They
Mhm.
can't afford the house on. So what ends up happening to a lot of these players, the player not only buys it, but has to maintain it.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
said, oh, he says, that's how they go broke. It's not that they buy it and they turn it over to you. They buy it and then they got to maintain it. So now they come to you, well, you know, you bought me, gave me the money for the coloring and the brake job is $10,000 and I ain't got it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
When it
Yep.
would have been like, well, you see how you can get upside down?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And it all plays into it. So,
All plays into it. All plays into it. So
but
you, yeah. Hmm.
so, well, we're gonna have to stop right there.
Already,
Mhm.
man. This, I don't know. This the fall back, time fall forward. I can't keep up with the joke.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to send a quick shout out to our family in South Africa, the United Arab Emirates, um, Bulgaria, Hungary, and believe it or not, we have fans in Syria. Who would have ever thought?
How about that? How
So we
about
want to just say thank you, folks, and we appreciate your support. Remember, Publisher in the Box, our first Joe sponsor of our show. So we want to say thank you to them. And guys, call them. You won't be disappointed. They produce a great product. They're really nice people. So, Joe, as we always say on Smarterfan Podcast,
stay in the game
stay in the game. Have a
and
good one, folks. Good night.
check us out on YouTube, folks. All right.
Absolutely.
Have a good evening.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Smarterfan.